Hi, I'm Scott with Starkey Family, Fixing Rigging Up. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. And make sure you turn on your notifications. That way you know when I make another video, you can pull it up and watch it. Now today we're going to do a tool video. And what I'm going to be featuring is actually one tool that I got over at Walmart that I'm going to recommend, if you can believe that. The next are, I've got tools that I bought over at Napa. So let's go ahead and get this video rolling. Okay, so if you see the pages moving or something, it is extremely windy today. But anyways, as we move forward, it's now time to do our fourth quarter. And I'm going to show you the tools that I've been picking up for me and my kids. Now keep in mind, every tool that I end up showing you on these videos, if you haven't watched my prior videos, I'm actually rebuilding my own tool set because a lot of my tools are getting very old now and do need to be replaced. A lot of my tools are Craftsman tools from actual Sears years ago, and since there is no Sears in my area anymore and the Craftsman warranties at the different supply stores are not what they really should be anymore, and I can't replace my tools when needed, we're actually upgrading to a complete new brand. We're going to Carlisle, that's from Napa. Now, every tool that I show on here, I want you to keep in mind, as I'm rebuilding my tools, I'm also starting tools for my younger kids also. So every item that I show, I'm getting 3 of them. Okay? So anyways, let's go ahead and move forward. We're on to the fourth quarter now. So I'm going to show you the tools that I've actually picked up. And we're going to go through this catalog here first and see what kind of goodies we have in here going on. Here's some little lights that you can put on your heads and everything else, some airlines. Ingersoll ram, nice impact. I'm not sure about that price range, but if you need it, I guess they got it. You got some jump starters here. These are really good since we're coming into winter time. If you have an old car, or you know, if you just want a family member to feel safe, this right here is what you actually need to do. You get something like this so they can just throw it in their car, and if something happens, or at Walmart or out somewhere or at work and their car doesn't start, they can actually hook this up very easy. It just goes onto the battery. No big deal there. And well, you can get your car started. You got a variety of different prices there, and of course you got your larger ones. We got some more light solutions here. Not bad at all. That wind's really picking up, guys. Here's some nice battery testers down here. If you feel that you need to test your battery. Now let's go ahead and go here to the hand tools and see what's going on with these. They got ratchets for a great price. Oh, they got everything here. They got bit drivers, they've got sockets, universal joints, screwdrivers. Everything's good here. And of course you got your wrenches that are at a good price. Nice sets here, which if you watch my previous videos, you see that I did get some of these wrench sets, and I've really liked these awful lot. You got some torque wrenches down here on sale. And we cannot forget the plier aisle. You name the plier and they got it. These are all decent prices. Now, when you go into a store, like, I'm not picking on AutoZone because they do have some better products there, but I was actually at the front counter one picking up a spark plug today for my chainsaw, and they had some pliers there in their bins for like $3. Just remember, you get what you pay for. So if you buy one and it bends or it breaks or it's just total crap, just remember, you can get good ones here. Now I got one of these adjustable wrenches here. Oh my God, they're so nice. Absolutely nice. Hammers are beautiful. We ended up with a hammer last time. And of course you can get, if you want the gear wrenches, you can get those at a good price. I do have some Gearwrench Tools, and I'll tell you, they've been pretty nice also. And here you got some craftsman sets. Now I will tell you, this one here in particular, I was looking at. This one here actually looks like a really good Christmas gift. So this is something I would actually consider checking out, even though chances are the warranty, it says full lifetime warranty. Of course, you know, that's how the craftsman stuff's going. Now I can take it back to Napa, and I may get it back, but there's no guarantees. So I'm just going to leave it like that on the craftsman tools. Let's see here. You got some nice looking screwdrivers here going on. Really nice looking knives. Yeah, you got some vices in here. You got all kinds of them. Some little sledgehammers. I can get a nice whole set here. Look at that. Isn't that nice? All kinds of them. And of course you got your variety tools for any other occasion. You got pullers. You got air conditioning stuff. Yeah, you got brake system items. And then you got the toolboxes. Man, those look nice, but I'll tell you what, they're a little bit pricey, but think about this. If you were going to go onto a Snap-on truck, for example, I'm not picking on Snap-on, but I just honestly cannot see any reason in spending $10,000 for a toolbox. You could replace your toolboxes with these at least 2 to 3 times, you know, in a period of the same time frame that you'd have the Snap-on. And you know, I know Snap-on does make some good stuff, but the toolboxes I've looked at, I don't see it. That's just me. But for those of you that do have them, well, you get what you pay for, right? Okay, so we got some socket sets here. Socket holders, sorry. All nifty ones. I'm always fond on the ones that are magnetic. I love the magnetic stuff. That's one of the greatest inventions has ever came out, I'm telling you. You got some more toolboxes here by Extreme Tools. A little bit pricey, but look at them. They look nice, don't they? You got Sahomac. Still a little bit pricey, but yeah, not too bad though. I mean, they're not overly bad. I really like this orange one here. And of course you got your little kits here to put your nuts and bolts and whatever else in there. Moving into some more air tools. So if you need air tools, you know that you're going to get some good stuff here. Milwaukee makes about anything and everything that you can really think of. But I am very, very fond of their battery pack tools. Now you got some DeWalt tools here. They got about everything you think of too. And then you've got, moving on down here, you got some Craftsman ones. I'm not sure which one you call better or worse, but they got them. You got some more air tools. Then you got some air tanks. A little bit pricey, but depends on the business that you have and how much you're actually going to use them. I've been fond of the Ingersoll Ram myself. Now you got some Napa ones here. Not too bad on the price for what you're getting. You got some creepers, some chairs, and some other combination things. You got some power washers. All a bunch of good stuff. You got generators. You need a generator for a power outage? Here you go. Order one. And for those of you like me that work outside, here's your perfect idea here. If your semi truck won't fit inside your garage, well, get you a torpedo heater. Keep yourself warm. Starting at $119. Well worth keeping yourself warm. And of course you do need some gloves, so check out their gloves. And you got your welders, and you got your presses and your jacks. Any mechanic needs a jack. And if you got room, you got your car lift. Get you some good prices on them. You got your tire stuff. Let's go ahead and move on from here. Let's look at what I actually bought. Okay, so this item here, I actually opened it up because I had to use it. This is called a magic box. And what this actually is this is by Evercraft. You can get it over at Napa. This right here is a set of wire strippers, okay? This does about every combination you can possibly think of. This thing is so handy. It's really durable, actually. And when you go squeeze down on your wire and pull it out, this does an excellent job. Comes with a little box. Keep it out of the way, keep it handy. It's compressed, no one gets hurt on it. This right here actually cost me $12.49 for one of these. And I'm going to tell you what, if you don't have a set of wire strippers that are like this in your collection, you really need to get these. These are super good. Okay, so let's move on to the next tool. Okay, the next one here is, this is a 5-inch lockjaw. Okay, just a set of little grips. Here's the numbers on that if you want to match it. This is something that you have to have in your collection, because you're always going to have these nuts and bolts and whatever that are hard to get, so you can actually clamp down on them. These do an excellent job. I've already used these, and these are really comfortable. And these right here cost me $14.29. And these are actually built very well. These actually feel like quality. This doesn't feel like crap. Now the next one here is a set of 5-inch needle nose pliers. Very nice. Once again, these are also Carlisle. Here's the number on those. These things are so smooth and feel so fine. These points, I've already used these. This is like extremely precise. I would highly recommend these. These right here I paid $15.69 for. Now, I would recommend that you get some of these for your collection also. Okay, the next item here that we have is a ratchet. And as you see, I haven't even opened this one here up yet. It's so fresh. This right here is 9.5 inches long. Let's go ahead and open this thing up. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? This has 90 teeth in it. This is actually a 3/8 size. This handle, oh my God, this thing feels extremely comfortable. Listen to that. I mean, you can go to such a fine position to lock this in. I mean, you can go, this right here is really good for like a small location. Unlike a lot of other ones where you have to go about 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch, you just barely move this and it locks right in place. And I paid $52 for that. It's not a bad price for what you're getting. Yes, you can get tools that are cheaper if you want. Here's the number on this, by the way. Can you see that? Okay, it's a $38.90. But yeah, you can buy cheaper ratchets, but you're not going to get that quality with them. So I would highly recommend it. Okay, the next item that we have here, another item I have not opened up yet. This right here is a 13-piece 6-point impact socket set. This is actually the metric version. The number on this is 610203. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. And by the way, I paid $34 for this. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what I got. Case of more plastic. That's okay. If you notice, you'll see an oily residue on these. Well, they do that on purpose, and that's why there's all this extra plastic. What happens is, you know, these get sent all over the world, so you'll be in hot temperatures, cold temperatures, and whatnot. And the reason why they pack them with oil, nobody wants these things to actually rust on them, do they? Now look at this. Isn't these really super nice looking? Everything is very, very simple and easy to read. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Of course, you've got these that are, look at that. That's just like a ratchet. You got a little ball in there. None of that plastic crap that you have to pull with latches and that you know is going to break. That is actually very, very brilliant. That's some quality. Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, I got a great deal on these, $34. Let's go ahead and go to the next one here. Okay, the next set here, this right here is a 12-piece 3/8 drive. It's also a 6-point impact socket set, but this right here is a SAE or a standard. The number on this is 610201. And this is actually the matching set for this one right here I just showed you. So let's go ahead and open it up. Get this plastic off here. There we go. These are also encased in plastic. The sockets are going to be a little bit oily. Now, one thing I did want to show you, and a lot of tool sets actually do this. The holders are blue and red, and the reason being is that way you can reach in your toolbox if you have them laying down. And let's just say it's a little bit dark or something. You can say, oh, I need that metric set, or I need this standard set. It's really nice. Now this set here, I ended up paying $52 for this one here. And the reason why I had to pay a little bit more was I wanted it. And a lot of the warehouses were actually out of this particular item at the time, so I had to pay some shipping to get it halfway across the country. So this is actually one of them items that is in demand, so it's hard to get right now. But the most you can do is get on there and order them and see if they're in stock or not. Look at these. Isn't these nice? There again, you got a little ball. Very, very nice. These things are actually really comfortable, you know. And there again, you can make out what sizes these are very, very, very simply. So I've got me a new set of 3/8 drive sockets. Beautiful looking, aren't they? Okay, let's go to our next item. Okay, so at the beginning of this video, I told you that I found an item over at Walmart that I got a really good price on, and I thought would be a really good deal, and I would actually recommend this. Well, here's my Walmart item. Of all things, it's actually a little flashlight. Now, this is why I'm going to recommend this. It was $8.92, and this little item was supposed to be over 20 bucks. Okay, this is roughly, it's roughly 7 3/4 inches long. But I'm going to tell you, I don't know if you'll be able to see it as much as I do on here, but this little bugger here will blind you. It is so bright. Can you guys see that? Look at that. That thing, you can't even look straight into it. But you can go to a lower version of it. It's not as much power. Or you can go to the annoying version, which is the red flasher. I guess if you're broke down or something and you're at the side of the road. Of course, it's not really showing it on here too good, but this is a red flashing light. And of course, at the end of it, you have another light that will absolutely blind you. So I am actually going to say I would recommend buying this. And I found this in the actual hunting area. Now you can put this just clip this on if you want. But yeah, if you're over at Walmart, check it out. Okay, so we're at the end of the video now, and I just want to remind you all, if you have kids, make sure you try to get them interested in buying tools and doing their own projects at their house. Even little projects. You might be thinking, well, what can a little kid do? Well, they can work on a bicycle. That's a good starter. Easy to work on. If they do screw something up, it's easy for you as a parent to actually fix it. Get them interested in tools. Don't let these kids grow up to be these kids that are good to put gas in their vehicle. You want someone in life that you can count on. And, you know, these kids are going to grow up. They need to be able to count on themselves. And if they have other ones in their life, those people need to be able to count on them as well. So get your kids interested in tools. They don't necessarily have to be a mechanic, but they need to be wise enough not to get ripped off at a repair shop on common, simple things. Now, keep in mind, I want to remind you all again, every product that I showed you today, I'm not getting a reimbursement from it. I'm not getting anything from Napa. I'm just telling you what I'm actually doing, what tools I'm actually buying. These are products that I can actually look at, and I feel very, very comfortable with the quality of them. Now, I know I do pick on some other stores, but we all know, you know, you go to some stores and a lot of times they sell junk. Well, some of these stores, they sell good items also. You know, so when you hear me talk about Walmart and Harbor Freight and things like that, keep in mind they've got their good tools, but they've also got their cheesy tools too. And also keep in mind, when I'm showing you these tool videos, I'm not just buying for me, I'm buying 3, and that's one for me and one for each of my kids that are interested in working on this. So you all take care, you have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video, or you'll catch me in the next video. Turn on your notifications and let this come true. Have a good one. Bye.